have
I actually think one of the things that you taught me early on when I first came to work at Solar States was, kind of comparing solar to owning a home.
Mhm.
For a long time, you're paying rent, just flushing money down the toilet. That's like paying your electric bill,
Mhm.
just giving that money away to the utility. Then you transition to a mortgage. You're paying the same, maybe even paying a little bit more than what your rent was, but you're building equity. You're investing in the future. And that's the same with the solar. If you're financing it, you're kind of putting that money down towards the future savings, the future ownership of your energy. And I think something that's funny about that is like, we don't think that we have a contract with the utility, but in a kind of weird way, we do. It's not like we're signing up for 20 years, but we're locked in for 20 years. We're not going to stop having electricity, hopefully. And one of the things that I always thought was really powerful way to look at it was take your average monthly bill and do the math, times that by 12 months a year, times that by 8 years living in the home. See the tens of thousands of dollars that homeowners have spent. And I think actually you taught me that, Thea.
Well, thank you, Jared. But you're absolutely right in your assessment that when we look at things differently and we actually realize how much we're paying and realize that we could have been investing that money. And, solar has come a long way. I know we've chatted briefly outside a podcast about how PPAs and leases, they were a great option for a lot of people at a time. And it allowed solar to become a lot more mainstream in the residential sphere. And then banks were then trusting the system and trusting that solar is being paid for and is a safe investment for them. And it's a low risk investment. And then they started offering really low interest loans with no money down. And what's so cool about it is that you can re-amortize these loans to take in the federal tax credit, bringing your monthly bills to be about the same, maybe a little more, or even less than your current electric bill. So in that case, Jared, as you mentioned, you're not paying more. Solar is not a luxurious expense for the greenies, right? It's for the practical investor who, instead of just paying a monthly expense without any return or any end in sight, you're switching that and investing it, diverting it into a monthly fixed investment that has an end. In addition, it's adding value to your property. It's investing in your local community and local job growth and clean energy. It's truly one of the few examples in this world that's a win-win-win for everyone and makes environmental, social, and economic success.